Hey there, Moose Tube World. Lone Moose here. It's time to start packing up for the Alaska trip in 2020. Hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be flying out of here in about 5 days. So I've got to start getting things ready. This particular video is going to discuss the types of, let's say, safety measures that I'm going to be taking with me up there for bear and moose protection. You know, everyone is really concerned about bear attacks in Alaska, as they should be. Bears are very dangerous. They are the top food predator in this continent. What a lot of people don't realize, though, is there's about 10 times more people killed by moose every year than bear in Alaska. So you really have to contemplate, how are you going to deal with both? My personal preference, firearms. My partner Jim, he tends to like bear spray more than firearms. And of course, we both do the, hey bear, hey moose, as we're out walking through the brush. So this year, I am going to be taking 2 weapons up with me. Both are in the .454 Casull caliber. My Rossi lever action rifle and my Taurus Raging Bull 5-shot 5.5-inch pistol. And I'm also going to be showing you the different loads for the bullets that I've made that will be going up as well. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It may be a little bit nerdy for those of you who aren't into firearms or ammunition manufacturing, but hope you enjoy it anyway. Please hit the like and subscribe button. That keeps me motivated, and I will keep making more and more videos for you guys. This one, I believe, is going to be number 25. So, and I've got 24 subscribers, so I need at least one more subscriber out of this. I'd like to get one subscriber minimum per video that I post. Okay, and as you can see, you know, this is the COVID era, so it's not you know, good times to go to barbershops and stuff, so I'm looking awful scruffy, but I'm kind of enjoying the beard look here, you know. Leave your comments down below what you think about it. I think it's kind of going to be a competition between Jim and I when we get up there to see which one of us is the most scruffy. He kind of gets to cheat because he's seen how this has progressed in my videos. I haven't seen anything of him since last year when we were up there. Anyway, let me get you over to the table and show you the weapons, and then we will move on in the discussion from there. Alright folks, here at the table you can see weaponry that I'll be taking up to Alaska with me. Here is the Taurus Raging Bull. As you can see, it is unloaded and safe. This is .454 Casull. 5.5-inch barrel. It can be both double action or single action. It actually has 2 releases to open the cylinder. Push this one up, pull this one down, and use your finger to push it out. Now, I did find one interesting little thing here, and I ordered it, just came in the other day, but it's a speed loader for this .454 Casull. So essentially the way this works, you line the bullets up, you drop it down about halfway, give it a quarter twist, pull out, the bullets all fall right into place. Now, as I said, this thing is a risk breaker. So it is not something you're going to just play with and go shoot a lot of ammunition every day. You know, this is a true hunter killer. And these bullets right here that I have loaded up, and I'll talk about the bullets in just a minute, you know, the bone crushers made by Barnes, these things are essentially designed to, when loaded hot like I've got them, stop about a 1,000-pound charging grizzly dead in his tracks. So these are no joke. And then number 2 here, this is my Rossi .454 lever action rifle. It's a 20-inch barrel. Okay, you can see chamber's empty. It's a very accurate rifle, out to about 75 to 100 yards with the open sights on it. It's not set to take up a scope. It's not intended for that. And you know, when I shoot this rifle a lot, I'll actually shoot 45 long Colts in it. They have a whole lot less recoil, so you can practice with it a lot more. Because when you take these bullets that I've loaded, and the estimated velocities that I'm going to give you are coming out of a 6-inch barreled pistol. Okay? When you're looking at a 20-inch barreled rifle, you're going to get higher velocity, more pressure, which means quite a bit more recoil. Now, it does have a nice recoil pad on it here, and that does a pretty good job of it. Hell, with 45 long Colt, it's almost like shooting a 22. But you put those Cazulls in there, and you know you have shot something. And I think the capacity on this tubular magazine is 6 in 1. It's either 5 in 1 or 6 in 1. It's been so long. But you do not load this through the side port. That's for looks. The way that this is loaded is here on the barrel. You can see there's a notch, and essentially you have to twist this rod off at the top. Pull this up, load your rounds in here, push it back down, screw it down tight. And you definitely want to screw it tight, because if you don't, the force of the recoil will back that screw out of there, and before you get to that last round, this thing will go shooting off. And then once you get that down, then you just jack one round into the chamber, and you're ready to go when you need to. Now I'm going to move the camera up here, and we're going to try and get in really close so I can go over these bullet loads with you. And this is where I warned earlier that this may get pretty nerdy. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. The first bullet that I want to look at is the Barnes 250 grain XPB. And you can see it's an all copper bullet, got a massive hollow point in it. I've got this loaded with H110 powder, 29.5 grain, CCI 450 primer. It's seated to 1.765 inches, has an estimated velocity of 1,776 feet per second. This round, this one really looks interesting. Oops, went too far. Sorry, here we go. This is the Lehigh Defense 250 grain extreme penetrator. And I really like these Lehigh bullets. I've got several of those in different calibers. Accurate number 7, 20.8 grains, loaded up to 1.700 inches, 1,430 feet per second. Over here, number 3, this is the Barnes Bone Crusher. And this is the one that I had there in the Raging Bull. This is a 325 grain flat point. Again, solid copper bullet. H110 powder, 26 grains. This has got a Remington Peters 6.5 SR primer, and it's seated to 1.750 inches. Estimate on this is 1,545 feet per second. And last but not least, and this is the last ones that I got in, this is a Lehigh, again, a 300 grain wide flat nose. Powder on it is PP 300 MP, 26.5 grains, and CCI 450 on the primer again, loaded to 1.755 inches, estimated 1,220 feet per second. Now all of these I have tested today, cycled them through the pistol, make sure that the cylinder turns every time you cock the hammer back. And the same thing, I loaded the tubular magazine here with 5 rounds and jacked them through sequentially, and they all handled just fine. So this is the ammunition that I'm going to be having up there. I also have shipped up 1 box of the Hornady 250 grain XTP hollow points. So all told, I'll have 100 rounds up there. And I think this is going to be a winning combination for firearms protection up in Alaska. I know that there's a couple of folks who live up there that are really touting the 10mm as being the premier
pistol for bear defense, and I have a 10mm Rock Island, and I really love it. But I just don't want to take the chance with it. I'll just be honest. I like the fact that this is a known entity. It has taken bear before, the 454 Casull. It packs one hell of a wallop. And when you shoot it, you know you've shot something. And if there's something on the receiving end, you know that it's going to be putting a world of hurt. It's not like a 9mm or something like that. All the 9mm or some of the smaller calibers is going to do is piss a bear off. They might as well get stung by a hornet. You know, if the situation is bad enough, and I am by no means an advocate of, killing animals for the fun of it, or just because you think it's something you need to do to prove you're a man. I'm talking about life and death survival situation. When it becomes necessary, it's a you or the animal situation. And the same thing with a moose. If that moose wants to stomp you into a grease spot, and you're now down to fighting for your life. You want something reliable. Lever action rifles are extremely reliable. They've been around for well over 100 years now. And the caliber itself, I think, has been around for 30 to 40 years, proven. Has taken a lot of very large game and has saved people's lives when need be. So this is going to be my first line defense up in Alaska. I've had other people say, well, why don't you use a 4570 for a rifle? Well, and I have one. And now that thing flat hurts to shoot. I'll tell you straight up. But I kind of have this philosophy of I like matching rifle pistol caliber sets, so that I only have to carry one caliber of ammunition with me. So if I was carrying a 4570 and carrying the 454 Casull, I'd have to carry two different types of ammunition. So I like the simplicity of it, because in the heat of a moment, if you try and grab a 4570 round and shove it into that 454 cylinder, it's not going to work. And that could be, that second or two lost, could be the matter of difference of you living or you not living. So it's just my own personal philosophy. I know everybody has their, own thoughts on these kind of situations. Hopefully, this, I believe in precaution. An ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure. Hopefully, we will not be put in a position where we have to use these, but if we do, they will be available to us. So I hope everyone enjoys this. If you have any thoughts or comments on the loads that I listed here or the weapons themselves, please leave them in the comments and I will reply back to you as soon as I can. Remember, I'm going to be in Alaska for 2 weeks starting next Thursday, the 27th. So depending on my internet connectivity, wherever we're at, it may take me a while to answer your comments back, but I will get back to them. Please hit the like and subscribe button. There'll be more videos coming on here in the near future that are firearms related, reloading related, shooting related, hunting. So hopefully that will satisfy some of the overall YouTube audience out there. It's not that I've been neglecting you. I've just had other projects going on. So please, like I said, please hit the subscribe and the notify, the like button. If you have any thoughts or comments that on other kinds of videos you would like me to do, please leave those below and I will see what I can do. Otherwise, I hope everyone is still staying safe out there in this crazy COVID world. It's not going away, folks. Masks are first line of defense. And I don't care what any of these COVIDiots have to say. Wear your masks. Protect yourself, protect others. People who take this tangent of, oh, it's their right not to wear a mask. Well, that may be true. But it is not their right to not wear a mask and potentially make me sick or kill me. That is not their right. That's negligent homicide. I'm very, very adamant about that. Wear your masks. Be safe. Take care of your fellow man. And we'll all get through this together. If you want to be a lone wolf maverick and not wear a mask, that's fine too. Keep the hell away from me and my folks. It's that simple. All right. Sorry for getting on my soapbox, but that's the way I feel about it. So you guys have a great day, and I will be following up probably tomorrow with the videos on the holsters for the 454 Casull, the chest holster as well as the drop leg holster. So I will see you all then. Thank you much.